Whoa, this is not the kind of update Red Sox fans were hoping for. Just when the team's farm system was starting to show serious promise, we've now got some tough news out of Boston's minor league pipeline. Marcelo Mayer, the Red Sox's top shortstop prospect and one of the most exciting young names in baseball, is facing a potentially season-ending injury. That's right, his latest setback could sideline him for the remainder of the 2025 season. While the Red Sox have been building some momentum this year, this development could throw a wrench into both their long-term plans and Mayer's personal timeline to reach the majors. So, what happened exactly? How serious is it? And what does this mean for his future and for the Red Sox organization as a whole? Let's break it all down. Marcelo Mayer, drafted 4th overall in 2021, has been a cornerstone of Boston's rebuilding hopes. Fans have followed his rise through the minor leagues with high expectations. Known for his smooth glove, strong bat, and top-tier baseball IQ, Mayer has been projected as a future all-star shortstop. But earlier this week, reports surfaced that he's dealing with a lingering shoulder issue that's worse than originally believed. The discomfort first emerged a few weeks ago, but now, according to sources close to the team, the injury could require extended rest or even surgery, meaning his season might already be over. No official shutdown has been confirmed by the club, but insiders suggest that the team is being very cautious with Mayer's rehab. The Red Sox front office is understandably treading carefully. After Mayer missed time last season with similar shoulder tightness, the team is worried about long-term durability. It's one thing for a player to miss a few games, but back-to-back years with shoulder issues? That raises red flags, especially for a player at a high-impact position like shortstop. The organization is now weighing the benefits of letting him push through rehab versus shutting him down entirely to prevent chronic damage. For Mayer, who is starting to heat up in Double-A with a .287 batting average and solid power numbers, this couldn't have come at a worse time. He was inching closer to a Triple-A call-up and possibly even a late-season MLB debut. Fans and analysts are both watching closely because Mayer is more than just a promising player. He represents the next era of Red Sox baseball. After moving on from stars like Xander Bogaerts and Mookie Betts, Boston has been hoping to build a new homegrown core. Mayer, along with guys like Roman Anthony and Kyle Teal, is central to that plan. If his injury turns out to be long-term, it won't just affect development timelines. It could shake the confidence of a fan base that's been waiting for a return to contention. Remember, it wasn't long ago that Mayer was drawing comparisons to Carlos Correa and Corey Seager. But injuries, especially to the throwing shoulder, can dramatically change a player's trajectory. Let's take a moment to break down what kind of shoulder injury we might be dealing with. Though the team hasn't officially labeled the injury, speculation points towards something like a rotator cuff strain or even a labrum issue. Both can be incredibly tricky for a shortstop, impacting everything from throwing mechanics to swing follow-through. Surgery isn't always the first choice, but if there's risk of long-term instability, that may be where this is heading. And recovery from shoulder surgery? That's no joke. It could take Mayer out, not just for the rest of 2025, but potentially into the early part of 2026 as well. That's why the Red Sox medical team is proceeding with an ultra-conservative approach. Of course, the Red Sox have options in the meantime. They've got depth in the infield and could experiment with other prospects or even free agent pickups to bridge the gap. But there's no replacing Mayer's upside. His combination of glove work, hitting discipline, and leadership qualities is rare. And while no prospect development path is ever truly linear, it's still frustrating to see such a high-ceiling player hit another roadblock. It's especially tough considering the Red Sox are trying to keep pace in an ultra-competitive AL East. Young talent is key to long-term success, and losing one of their top future stars is the kind of blow that could slow that progress. From a development perspective, this could reset Mayer's clock. He'll now likely need additional time in the minors, once healthy, to rebuild strength and confidence, especially if surgery ends up being necessary. That means any MLB debut fans were hoping for in 2025 is likely off the table. And if he misses extended time, the pressure only increases in 2026. That's the tricky part about prospects. Potential is exciting, but timelines are fragile. Still, Mayer is only 22 and has time on his side. Red Sox player development officials remain optimistic about his work ethic and maturity, emphasizing that his long-term future is still incredibly bright. But yes, this is absolutely a tough break. So what's next? We wait. The Red Sox are expected to release more official medical updates soon, possibly within the week. Fans will be hoping for the best-case scenario, rest and rehab, but should also brace for the possibility of surgery. Either way, Marcelo Mayer's 2025 campaign appears to be hanging by a thread. It's a disappointing turn in what had been a hopeful season for the Red Sox's farm system. But baseball's a long game, and the hope is that Mayer can come back stronger and smarter. Until then, all eyes remain on the medical staff, the front office, and the decisions ahead. Stay tuned for updates, and let's hope for a safe and healthy recovery for one of the game's brightest young stars.